Hi, and welcome to another installment of Focus on the Community. I'm your hostess tonight, hosted by McMahon Hatter Insurance. I'm an agent with them. My name is Robin Doan. We have two very special guests that I'd like to welcome here tonight. One of our partners at the agency, we have John McMahon. And then we also, from the ARC Gateway Foundation, phenomenal foundation in town, please welcome Angie Newman. Angie, thank you so much for being here and telling us about how ARC has been a part of this community since the 1950s. It's just an amazing organization. So welcome to both my guests. For those of y'all that are just joining our program, Focus on the Community is all about talking to very special organizations, a lot of them nonprofits that we have here in Pensacola, and getting to know a little bit more about what they do, how they give back to the community, and how they've positioned over years and years of hard work to continue to give back to Pensacola. So welcome, Angie. Tell us a little bit about what you do at ARC Gateway and what the ARC Gateway mission is in the community.
ARC Gateway has actually been a part of Pensacola since 1954, and
Wow.
yeah, it's been tremendous. It was started by parents who had children with disabilities, and at that time there really were not very many services in the community if you had a child with a delay or a disability. In fact, there were none. You either kept your child at home or in many cases looked at institutionalization. But these parents believed that their children had great potential and could be a part of our community and give back significantly. So they started with services for young children, and as these initial children grew, so did our services to include programs for adults and residential programs as they grew and needed a place to live, ultimately helping them achieve independence and be meaningful, productive members of our community.
And that's so wonderful, and just a point I want to highlight just a little bit more is that ARC Gateway is not about institutionalizing anyone with any kind of developmental delay at all. It's all about positioning people in the community so that they're fully functional members of society and giving back. And I have here on my notes that you represent and care for and offer services to over 900 children now in the Pensacola area.
That's right. We serve approximately 900 children and adults with developmental delays and disabilities, and that's Down syndrome, that's autism, cerebral palsy, other delays or disabilities that are less frequently seen. And our services range from birth through senior adulthood, everything from early intervention to day programs, residential, recreational. It's a balance. Our mission is to help children and adults live, learn, work, and play as independently as possible, and we do that through all these services.
Oh, that is so neat. So let's actually walk through the growth of a child as they enter the ARC program, because I know you've said that we start with children and then you take them all the way through adulthood. Kind of go through a list of the services about how a child can come to you and then some of the services that they can experience while they're with you.
Well, like you said, it begins at birth. A lot of times we have parents who know that they're going to have a child with a delay or a disability, and we also have many families that at birth find that all of a sudden things have changed. When you are having a child, you have a world of hopes and expectations and dreams. You want your child to have everything in life be beautiful and wonderful.
Absolutely.
And get everywhere. And there's a little change to that when you have a child with a delay or a disability, because suddenly you're trying to process stereotypes, and you're confronted with doctors and specialists, and you're trying to work into a system that you maybe didn't even know was there.
And I think that's a lot of case when you're thinking about this, because, you know, as you enter into possibly potentially getting pregnant, you start in this fabulous world of hope and possibilities, and my baby's going to be healthy, and there are going to be so many wonderful things. I mean, you look at schools and daycare. Not many people seem to step back and think, what is the possibility and what are the programs available should my child have a developmental delay? And then at birth, not all developmental delays can you instantly spot.
Right. Some are diagnosed later. The key is to get children into a program between the ages of birth and 3, because that's when you can have the most significant impact on development. And fortunately, we're in a great community. The doctors here, specialists, they know what to look for, and they know where help is. And so they're terrific at directing parents to early steps and to places like ARC Gateway, our Pearl Nelson Child Development Center. And there they can get the pediatric therapies, speech, physical, occupational therapy, and they can also start to work with other parents who've traveled that road already, and there's support there. There are people who know what to expect, what you're feeling, and can help you navigate an emotionally difficult time. And what they find is life may not look the way they thought it was going to when they first were expecting a child, but it is
Right.
still beautiful and wonderful, and they come to appreciate that their child has tremendous potential and will be a phenomenal person and a part of our community and has a lot of wonderful experiences ahead of them. And that is what keeps all of us going at ARC, is a lot of the work that's done at our Child Center.
Absolutely, and I think another really important point to bring up is that ARC does not allow the parents to go it alone, because it can be extremely, just daunting when you're looking at a child with developmental delays, and you may feel like you're absolutely alone, but then you combine the parental support with all the amazing therapies that you offer. So walk us through a little bit about the therapies. I think we have some photos here of our pediatric therapies. Tell us a little bit about what we're seeing on the screen. I see we have wonderful children here with
Sure.
caretakers.
Whether it's in our child care center or the pediatric therapies themselves, and again, that's speech, physical, and occupational therapy, a lot of what we do is play-based. Children will learn best if they know or they think that they're having fun and they're just playing. They're engaged.
So you
in,
engage them completely.
Right. It's games, it's blowing bubbles, it's playing on a swing, it's look at that fun equipment behind the family there.
Right, and that's a whole family there. Looks like you've got
Bright
two
colors.
bright children. Just wonderful. Engaging the family. That's fabulous.
And you can see the bright colors and the toys, and they may think they're playing a game and dressing a doll or talking about their favorite food or going down a slide, but they're developing physically. They're building muscle tone. They're working on their balance, and they're again taking one step closer to reaching their full potential.
Absolutely. Well, child therapy is just a tiny part of what ARC Gateway does. I don't know about any of y'all, but if you've ever driven down 12th Avenue, which becomes Fairfield, and not turned off to the left towards the tree tunnel, you will see ARC Gateway on your right. And right now you have Christmas trees out in front. Tell us a little bit about your fabulous plant nursery that you have and how that all gives back to the community.
We have a great plant nursery, and not only do we have the plants that we sell all year, and I have a notorious black thumb, but
I think we've shared that. I also share that.
right. But even I can't kill an ARC plant. We have terrific staff there, and our clients work in the plant nursery. They're developing job skills. They're tending the plants. They're helping to wait on the customers who come through. And we sell commercially to landscapers and developers, but we also work with the public individually. You can come and get things for your yard, and our staff will help you, identify the best plants for what you need and what you want.
So it's really a learning center, which is amazing. So this is another example of a facility that helps people from childbirth to actually growing up and becoming functioning members. And I know that at McMahon Hatter, we give our clients the poinsettias. John, if you want to talk a little bit about the poinsettias, how many years have we been doing that?
Well, I don't know how many years we've done it, but we always support them through all kind of different ways. But we have a lobby full of poinsettias for some of our clients, and they deliver. And it is a great way to support ARC Gateway just by simply buying plants from them. And it's just a joy to work with Donna Fassett and her crew. They're the most
Absolutely.
they're just the warmest people you'll ever meet in your life, and they just give so much back to the community. It is so easy to give. And it's so hard to say no to Donna, too.
Yes, well, she's been a
Absolutely.
part of ARC for 30 years. She is
That's
our
amazing.
executive director. She's truly visionary, and this is her life's work, and you can see that in everything. And the plant nursery is I think, a special place in her heart. We've just expanded. You can see us much better now as you're headed down Fairfield.
You can. They've got like a new
Bright green building.
Beautiful
you cannot
building.
miss us, and you've got our Christmas trees, our poinsettias. And again, not only is that jobs for the people we serve, but it also provides revenue that helps sustain our programs.
And that's a very important part. And I heard that you have just gotten a very new special designation for shredding.
We do secure document shredding, and we can also do digital storage where we'll scan your documents and provide you with that digitally and then shred the original paper so that you can alleviate
Wow.
storage issues. And we have been certified by the National Association for Information Destruction, which
It's
means
a very
that,
difficult, I mean, as secure a world as we're living in now, we're trying to protect identities and everything. This is really a great program that they've actually gotten the true certification to have. So wonderful. When we come back after break, we're going to hear a lot about more how ARC Gateway gives back to our community.
McMahon Hatter Insurance, we're an independent insurance agency. We don't work for a single insurance company, we work for you. Our professionals listen to your needs, we answer your questions, we help you choose from a wide range of auto, home, and health insurance, ensuring that you get the policies that are exactly right for you. As your needs change, we'll be there with you every step of the way. When it comes to insurance, you have choices. We can help you find the right choices at McMahon Hatter Insurance.
Auto Owners Insurance has been safe, sound, and secure for over 90 years. That's stability you can count on. Contact your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent today.
Welcome back to Focus on the Community, hosted by insurance agency McMahon Hatter, Inc. My name is Robin Doan. I'm an agent, and I have two very special guests with me today on Focus on the Community. We are talking about fabulous ARC Gateway, and I have Angie Newman here with me, and also have one of my partners at the agency, John McMahon, one of the agency owners. So welcome back, guys. Before we went to break, we were talking about how the ARC Gateway does a whole lot more than just care for children. They habilitate and really put back in the community all these amazing things. We discussed the plant nursery, and now they have document shredding, which in our secure times, everyone's going paperless. You got to get rid of that paper. Don't forget ARC, they do an amazing job and just obtained a very difficult certification to obtain. The National Association of Information Destruction has just given them
Robin,
some
I do want
fabulous
to add that
certification.
they will come to your place of
Oh,
business.
really? They will actually come and bring the shred truck?
Absolutely. We
Oh, tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, we can serve, whether it's an individual who has things at home they need to clean out and they want to make sure they're secure, we can take that. You can arrange for a pickup or you can drop it off. But we can also work with large businesses or businesses of any size, whether it's an occasional pickup or a drop off that you need. Or if you have a large business, regular shredding needs, we have bins that are secure. We'll drop them off at your business and we'll collect from them on a weekly basis or however often you need, take the documents back with us, shred them, and provide you with certification showing that that was done.
Oh, that's really wonderful, particularly as, you know, how everyone's trying to really keep their information safe right now. Well, you were telling me over the break about this really neat program that you have. One of my favorite times of the year, we've got Mardi Gras right around the corner and Fiesta right after that, and everyone knows that beads go straight with the parades that come with it. Tell us a little bit about the bead recycling program that you have now in place.
Well, the bead recycling program is a lot of fun because everybody, of course, here is crazy about the parades. They go out, they collect lots of beads, and you don't want to throw them away. They're pretty and they're fun.
But you really don't do anything with them
Right,
after.
you've got boxes and boxes of beads. So we will collect all of the beads at ARC. We repackage them, sell them back to the crews. It generates revenue for our programs. It helps the crews out, and it's environmentally friendly. Instead of all of that ending up in a dump somewhere, it's recycled through our community and supports ARC and the people we serve again.
That is really wonderful. And so we're talking about, you know, how does ARC support itself? One of the main reasons they do that is through community involvement via fundraisers. And you have some of the coolest fundraisers ever. Tell us a little bit about your fundraisers. I'm going to ask you to start with the one you just had last Thursday night, which was Wreaths of Gala. It was the first time I had actually been invited as a guest, and I got to tell you, it was a great time. Tell us about how you got some of those beautiful wreaths and what all happened at the gala.
Well, the Wreaths of Joy Gala, this was only our third year doing it, and it is fantastic. We send out letters, and our board members and trustees contact friends of theirs, florists, decorators, anyone with a passion for decorating a wreath or a centerpiece or an arrangement, and they donate those, and we have a special silent auction at the gala, and we auction off the wreaths, and there are fantastic ones. There are whimsical ones that look like they're Dr. Seuss. There are very traditional ones with poinsettias and greenery.
Yeah, you had a Who Dat Nation one
Oh,
for,
yes,
with
yes,
the big
of course.
fleur-de-lis.
It's, you know, the Year of the Saints. Every year is the Year of the Saints. So that was very popular. We have a lot of fun with that. We've also been fortunate. Miss USA has been able to join us every year for the past 3 years. And this year, Miss Teen USA was with us, too.
That's really wonderful.
And
And we had a fabulous speaker there, whose picture we're
did.
actually seeing right
yes,
now.
that is little Alec. And Alec is not quite 4 years old, and he and his parents were there. His mother gave a wonderful presentation and talked about what it was like when she discovered that she had a child with Down syndrome, and how, you know, she thought that would change her hopes and her dreams for his future, but it really hasn't.
It's
And
just
through-
altered him. It was really an amazing story.
Oh, she was a terrific speaker, and he is precious. When he was asked if he had anything to say, of course.
Presents! It was wonderful. And so after that, I know that you had set a very large goal
Yes.
to hit. And tell us about how you surpassed it.
Well, it's pretty terrific. We gave all of our guests an opportunity to bid $365 to support therapy for children. And the ambitious goal we set was to get 50 people to participate. And after the first go around, we had 83 people who jumped in right away and supported that. And then one of our guests said, you know what, I think we can get to 100. So we kept it going. We ended up raising $36,000 for pediatric therapies.
That's
in
amazing.
just minutes.
It's really phenomenal. Yeah, it's just amazing, very heart-touching. And, okay, I have heard rumors of Crab Cake Fest.
Yes, the Crab Cake Cook-Off, another fun event. That's one that we do in July. Seville Quarter has been hosting us for years, and we get chefs and restaurants from all over the community, usually about 20 to 25 teams. They come in, they make their best crab cakes, and they compete, and they get very showy. I mean, the chefs have a lot of fun with it, and they have
So we got some flair going
Right,
on.
oh,
It's so much
yeah,
fun.
I mean, they decorate their area, and they're competing for the People's Choice Awards. So as people come up to sample their crab cakes, they're really campaigning for the
their
beans
crab
in their
cake.
cup. And we have a terrific time. We've got an auction. We have live music. We have a wine tasting that Seville coordinates every year, and they get different vendors to donate the wine for that portion of the event. And again, that one's been going on for more than 10 years and has just grown and grown and grown. And we see it be every year. It's more and more fun than the year before.
That is so much fun. Well, now we're going to switch focus just a little bit and talk a little bit about the community outreach programs that we have. And there's so many because, as you've heard earlier in our show, ARC Gateway is all about taking a child under their wing when they're born to 3 years old, but then rehabilitating them and just making them a phenomenal giving person as part of the Pensacola community. And so tell us a little bit about your association with Action Club and Kiwanis. I'm a fellow Kiwanian, so I've always heard and supported ARC, but tell us a little bit about how the community can actually get involved besides fundraising and really give back to ARC.
Sure. We have a lot of things that we do when we're talking about the adults. And one balance of life is not just about the work that we do, it's also about the ways that we play and the ways we give back to our community. And that's true for our clients too. They get involved with things like the Kiwanis Club. There's a special group that meets on alternating Thursdays, the Action Club, and they do car washes, and they have raised money for Council on Aging, and they have been a part of activities with Habitat for Humanity, because no one likes to just receive, they like to give too.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And tell us a little bit about the photos that we're seeing here. These are some of the adult program enrollees.
Right,
and
these are-
they're doing some really amazing projects. Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. These are our adult day programs, and it's vocational training. Right here we see a gentleman who's working at the Pollock Industries, and he is assembling plant sleeves. Nurseries and growers around the country will use those to protect their plants for shipping. And,
Oh, wow. So you ship these all over the United States?
Definitely regionally.
Wow.
Here we have gentlemen working in our concrete area. We build things like paving stones and parking bumpers. And so,
okay.
again, he's learning job skills. He's earning an income. He's earning his own paycheck, and there is such a piece of pride in that.
There
And,
really is.
well, it's significant. Our folks know when payday is, and our clients are excited about that, because you want to feel that your talent and your skills and your abilities are earning you something, and that's...
Absolutely, and it's really ARC, when they're giving back, they're really trying to teach these people how to be independent. And so then you find people that we have given to actually giving back so much more. Tell us a little bit about, we see Governor Christ here.
Yes, a group a couple years ago went to Tallahassee for a legislative day. A lot of our folks are self-advocates. They will go out and they will speak to folks like Governor Christ and say, you know, these are policies that you're looking at implementing that affect people with disabilities. Let me tell you what that means. And we've got people in that picture who have spoken all over the state and have made a powerful impact, not just in the services that they receive, but in the way
But
that...
in legislative policy and how we view and are able to help them, which is great. Well, you've told us so much about how we can get involved. Tell us a little bit more about how younger people can get involved, some of the volunteer organizations. If I were to just move to the Pensacola area and I just had a passion for ARC and all the wonderful things that it does for people with delays and just these fabulous people, tell us about how I could get involved.
Well, if you moved here and you didn't already have a passion, if you came out and did a tour, you would quickly have one, because nobody can come through ARC and not fall in
And
love
not
and
be
want to be a
touched
part
with
of it.
something. Right.
We draw people in very, very well. And we have volunteer opportunities that are structured, like our gift shop. We have the Dove gift shop at West Florida Hospital, and that is year-long. We're looking for people to help out in the gift shop, and that's, again, a very structured volunteer opportunity. But we also take people in with all different talents and interests, and a lot of what we're looking for is people to, provide companionship and friendship to some of our clients. We have a great program, Somebody Cares, and it's to make sure that anyone who doesn't have a family still receives birthday cards and Christmas cards and presents, and somebody who says, hey, I'm there for you. I'm
That's
interested
so
in what matters to
wonderful.
you. And that's one of our newer programs, and you can get involved in that individually or as a family. We've had families adopt our group homes. A group home is a regular home in the community where 6 adults with a developmental disability live together, very much in a family dynamic. And we've had families adopt them, and they go in for birthdays, and they go in for, to watch football on a Sunday, and they spend time together. They go to the park. They do
And
the
it's a
things
true family.
Exactly. They do the
Absolutely.
things that we do with our friends in our downtime and our recreation, because again, it's not just where we work and where we live, it's what we do that makes our life feel complete, the things we enjoy.
And all about maintaining independence. When we get back, Angie's going to tell us more about what ARC does when it gives back to the Pensacola community.
Now you know you're going to have to feed and water them.
No problem, Daddy.
For all the promises we make, keeping your word is what matters most.
Don't forget to stop by and visit.
No problem, Daddy.
Your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows that. In fact, you could say
Thanks so much for your help.
No problem.
they were raised that way. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
Honey, are we up to date on our homeowner's insurance?
Relax, we're with McMahon Hatter. That was taken care of months ago.
It's hurricane season. Do you know who your insurance agent is? Not knowing if you have the right insurance can be stressful. But with McMahon Hatter, we can take that stress away. We're a locally owned independent agency. We represent the top insurance companies in the marketplace, which in turn gives you the best coverage. We have the ability to show you multiple quotes and help you save money. McMahon Hatter, your trusted advisor for your insurance needs.
You don't really think about stability until you don't have it. Auto Owners Insurance has been safe, sound, and secure for over 90 years. That's stability you can count on. Contact your independent Auto Owners Insurance agent today. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people.
New shoes?
McMahon Hatter Insurance. We're an independent insurance agency. We don't work for a single insurance company. We work for you. Our professionals listen to your needs. We answer your questions. We help you choose from a wide range of auto, home, and health insurance, ensuring that you get the policies that are exactly right for you. As your needs change, we'll be there with you every step of the way. When it comes to insurance, you have choices. We can help you find the right choices at McMahon Hatter Insurance.
Hi, and welcome back to Focus on the Community, sponsored by McMahon Hatter Insurance Agency. I'm your hostess tonight. My name is Robin Doan. I have two incredibly special guests with me tonight. A facility that you've seen 1,000 times as you're driving 12th Avenue to Fairfield on the right, ARC Gateway's very own Angie Newman. Thank you so much for being here and for telling us all about what this wonderful program gives back to the children and adults with developmental and disability delays. Thank you. It's just an amazing program. You're going to walk through some of the amazing things that we do. John McMahon, also here with McMahon Hatter. Thank you so much for being here. Well, the last time we talked, before the break, we were talking about some of the wonderful outreach programs that we have and how ARC is instrumental in adult lives as well and gives back as far as vocational training. But we have got a very special, come the new year, golf tournament coming up that I hear is just incredibly popular. Tell us a little bit about that.
We've been doing the golf tournament for about 16 years, and it is terrific. For a long time, of course, it was at the Moors. Last year, we moved it to Scenic Hills, and it's just a lot of fun. We get a lot of support from the community. McMahon Hatter has been a sponsor for a long time, and we're very appreciative of that. But our golfers come out, they have a chance to play golf, and we usually have some other activities going on, a mini poker run built into the golf tournament. Putting
So not your
contest.
average
Oh,
mundane
gosh.
golf tournament at all?
No, there's all kinds of extra things going on. The putting contest is always, it turns into a situation where if he can make that shot, I can make it too. And you
Absolutely.
get folks involved and engaged. And again, that's just another way that we're able to have a lot of fun, get community support, and we are so grateful for
And
everyone in
raise
the
money
community.
to be able to give back to ARC. And one of the things that you have told me about that is just so important to me is your involvement with liaisons throughout the community that will actually offer the adults in your program a chance to have employment. Regular employment in the community. Tell us a little bit about some of the opportunities that we have. I think we actually have a photo. Hopefully it's going to come up.
You can see, well, you can see that we've got folks who are out there and they can work in any number of capacities, whether, waitressing, or we've got people who work in grocery stores, offices, industrial settings, in a wide range of areas.
And again, it's all about establishing that independence and
People
helping these
earning
people
income.
earning income to be independent and be fully functioning members of society.
And they make great employees. Our clients they have the vocational training, they have the support through ARC, they're able to earn a paycheck, pay taxes, and make a meaningful contribution to a local business. They're a reliable employee who does an excellent job and is grateful for the opportunity to have it.
That's really wonderful. How would an employer actually go about obtaining one of your valued employees to be able to work for them?
They contact ARC Gateway, and we have a staff of coaches who work with the employer to find out what sort of skills they need, what the expectations of the position are. They match them up with clients. There's actual job interviews like you would expect in any setting. And then once the match is made, our coaches follow along to ensure that the training is successful and that the ongoing relationship between the employer and the employee is beneficial to both.
I think one of the most important things to talk about with the adult programs when we're looking at ARC is their full involvement from birth all the way through adulthood of really making these people a true part of the community and a contributing part. And I just thank you so much for the involvement, because I was not aware of all the wonderful programs that ARC does. From poinsettias to golf tournaments to crab cakes, y'all really touch on everything.
Well, we have a great time doing it, and I think one of the things that is very important to remember is that our clients they're just like all of us. They have a delay or a
Absolutely.
disability, but they have the same interests and wants and needs, and they make great friends and neighbors and employees, and to have them as anything less than a full part of our community would be a real loss to all of us.
Absolutely. Some of the nicest people you ever meet. Well, Angie, Ms. Newman, thank you so much for being a part of this. John, thank you for being on it. And thank you again for McMahon Hatter's continued support, not only of this program, but also of ARC.
Of ARC Gateway.
And
Absolutely.
thank you so much, Pensacola, and we will see you next time.